Welcome to the second of our videos today about the trial of Charles I, and this time we're looking at why Charles might be innocent, i.e. he didn't do it and he didn't deserve to be punished. And you've got to put yourself in the context of the 1640s when this trial was taking place. And there's a few things, it's the hardest position, but there's a few things that I would say. Now, first of all, and most importantly, I would point to the fact that to get as far as a trial, you had to ask Parliament, which Cromwell did. And 240 out of 281, I think, 240 out of 280 odd MPs said Charles should not be on trial. That is a huge majority. Only 40-something, 43, 41 of MPs said Charles should be put on trial, and 240 said he shouldn't. So that tells you that even Parliament, who'd fought against the king, said it's wrong to put the king on trial. Second, there was a vote, an official vote on whether or not the king should be put on trial. When that vote took place, Oliver Cromwell blocked, wait for this, 240 members of Parliament, MPs, from getting in to cast their vote. Which 240 do you think that was? Yes, you're right. It's the 240 that said he shouldn't be put on trial. So to get to the stage of being put on trial, Cromwell had to bend the rules a little bit. Another point would be a war is not started by one person. There was two people at loggerheads here. Yes, the king maybe had some flaws in how he dealt with things, but when Parliament blamed his advisers and his main adviser, Charles signed his main adviser and personal friend's death warrant rather than cause a civil war. He agreed to his friend be executed. That's not the sort of actions of somebody who wants a war. Yes, Charles married a Catholic, but that doesn't make him Catholic. That was a clever move to gain the alliance of the French. And when you look at some of the actions of Parliament, you cannot say that Charles caused everything here. Look at the Grand Remonstrance, the list of complaints against the king. Now, it's fine to have complaints about a leader. Many people have complaints about whoever's in charge of them. I'm sure you do have about teachers. But to imagine you had a teacher that you weren't happy with and you wrote a whole load of reasons why they were such a bad teacher and you didn't like them, and then handed them out around school. Well, that's effectively what Parliament did. They handed out a list of complaints around London about the king. It was embarrassing. You shouldn't do that to your king. So there you have it. There's some of the reasons. There are more, and it's the hardest side to take. The one more, of course, I should just mention quickly, is that the courts were the king's courts. So how can he be put on trial? They're his courts. He's been put on trial in his own court. They are owned by the crown, by the king. It's the king's justice. And also, one of the things he's been accused of is being a traitor. Well, traitor is a crime against your king or country. He is the king. He controls the country. How can he be guilty of treason? It's crackers. These are the sorts of things the king would say. Right, there you go. Good luck in getting involved in this. I hope you found that useful.